Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. Today, from a Just Cause 4 event, we're going to have some thoughts on the game and some interviews for you very soon. But right now, we got to get to our rundown, which is dedicated to Dave Jackson, who used to watch EP on the new PL in London and still is supporting us today on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get started with your rundown. Nintendo has done the right thing and removed racist imagery from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Following an outcry from fans, the company has altered the appearance and the controversial fire attack used by the classic character Mr. Game & Watch. As you can see here in this gameplay video streamed last week on the official Nintendo Japan YouTube channel, when Mr. Game & Watch uses his fire attack, his appearance changes to add a feather and loincloth. This is obviously a racist stereotype for Native Americans and sparked a backlash on social media. Nintendo has apologized for the design. It was based on the character's appearance in a handheld game from 1982, but they say they should have noticed the problem sooner and will remove the feather and loincloth from the game before it ships next month. Nintendo adds that they want to make sure Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is an experience that is welcoming and fun for everyone. You know what? Bravo, Nintendo. That's exactly how you handle a controversy like that. That is a great way to kind of send out the message that you're trying to make games that are going to appeal to everybody. And, you know, it also kind of speaks to the fact that a lot of the content that we used to love back in the day was sensitive. I mean, go and try and watch the Peter Pan movie that Walt Disney made back in the day. Now, it's crazy. That animation was, you know, ahead of its time back then, but right now it definitely feels dated and kind of racist. Over to some more lighthearted Nintendo news. New details have come in about the new Super Mario movie. Variety has published a new interview with Chris Meledandri, founder of Despicable Me studio Illumination Entertainment, which is making the new big-screen Mario adventure. In the interview, Meledandri confirms that the film will follow the basic Mario story from the games, that is, Mario and his brother Luigi on a journey to save Princess Peach from the clutches of the villainous Bowser. Meledandri admits that in the games, the story has always been a little thin, so the challenge for the film is to flesh things out and find depth while not compromising on what fans love. The good news is that they're working very closely with Nintendo to help bring the project to life, keeping them as an equal partner in every step of the creative process. The Mario movie is still a few years away, with a release window slated for 2022. Listen, I'm super psyched about what Illumination can do with Mario and Luigi and all that cast of characters. I've been a big fan of the Despicable Me movies, and I think that they've done some pretty decent, you know, comedic work over the years with the other titles that they've worked on as well. I think they're in good hands over there, and it's a good partnership because obviously the Universal theme parks and Universal releases all of those Despicable Me movies and works with Illumination all the time. I think we're looking at some pretty good synergy, which is a word I'm bringing back from the 90s, but I think it's going to be a nice fit. And, you know, listen, we've been wanting a good Mario movie forever, and we've never had one. Don't even try to talk to me about that old terrible Bob Hoskins movie, okay? We want a real good Mario experience. This is a character that is one of the most famous, you know, created IPs on Earth. You know, more people probably know who Mario is than Superman at this point. So I definitely want to see Mario handled with tender, loving care, and I want it to be funny, and I want it to be charming, and I want it to be great fan service, but I also want it to be a good story. And it's great that Meledandri is trying to, and his team are trying to understand how to flesh out a lot of the very simplistic storylines that the games have given us over the years. I think it's going to be great. Now, Walter White might be following Mario and Luigi to the big screen. A Breaking Bad movie is reportedly in the works. The news was first reported by the Albuquerque Journal, where the show and its prequel Better Call Saul are made, and Variety has since confirmed the news with their sources. They claim that series creator Vince Gilligan is overseeing a new feature-length project set in the Breaking Bad universe, with filming scheduled to begin as soon as this month. No word yet if any characters from the show will be back or when it will take place. Better Call Saul is set in the mid-2000s, a few years before the start of Breaking Bad, so the movie could explore the same time frame or be something new set in the present day. It's also unclear if this new feature film is being made for theaters or will just air on AMC. The network recently announced a trilogy of feature-length TV movies based on another big property, The Walking Dead. Yeah, I was reading about the Breaking Bad movie all over the internet yesterday. I'm very curious to find out exactly how they're setting this up. Obviously, you know, there were a lot of tragedies that befell the heroes of Breaking Bad over the course of that phenomenal series. What an incredible show that was. I don't know, you know, what material there is left to kind of explore, because they kind of went everywhere with that series, but, you know, I'm never going to count Vince Gilligan out. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about Better Call Saul. I've heard a lot of people say that it's even better than Breaking Bad. I don't know if that's true or not, but I am very excited to find out what's going on with this Breaking Bad movie and whether we're going to see familiar faces in it. I suspect that we are.
You got me.
Bloodborne fans might soon be able to return to the dark and gothic city of Yharnam. A sequel to the bloody game might be on the way, and developer From Software may have buried a hint about it in their latest project, the PlayStation VR title Darrison. YouTube user Amazing Komaru has discovered that within Darrison, players can find a doll that looks suspiciously similar to the helpful NPC character, the doll from Bloodborne, and the most interesting thing is that if you read the item's description, it says that it's from an unfinished tale. This seems to imply that the Bloodborne story isn't over. Fans have long suspected that a new Bloodborne game is in the works, so it wouldn't be too surprising for the developers to bury a hint about it in another game, especially since Darrison and Bloodborne are both published by Sony. No word on when it might arrive. In the meantime, From Software's next game, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, slices and dices its way out in March. You know, I don't think you have to go digging around inside of a VR game and find virtual dolls to make the very easy prediction that Bloodborne 2 is on the way. That was a big hit for Sony. It won a lot of Game of the Year awards from a lot of people out there. I remember Scott Jones just flipping out about how much he loved that game, the first game. So I think Bloodborne 2 is definitely coming. It will be interesting to see if there will be any VR support for it. Especially because they're connecting a VR experience with the previous Bloodborne experience. Who knows? Who knows? But From Software can really do no wrong at this point, and I think a lot of PlayStation fans out there are just kind of tapping on the desk wondering when, not if, when From Software is going to announce Bloodborne 2. I think it's definitely coming. All right, that's going to do it for our rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Remember, there's tons of content for you to check out, so please do that. And if you dig it, hit subscribe, hit that little bell. If you're so inclined, you can hit that join button and become a part of the EPN membership. And remember, we've got merch to sell at our epn.tv/merch landing page. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, and play forever.